everybody. Welcome back to LDRS Creative. We are in studio tonight. I was just jamming a Gordon Lightfoot. I don't know if you guys, if I actually posted it. Alan, you gotta turn the sound down there, dude. Oh. Your computer, turn the computer down.
Why is that?
I don't know. You got the volume up. I don't know if anybody saw on my Facebook page. So I kind of rotate my playlists around and based on whatever things that inspire me. Anyway, I ended up recording, not that you guys care, but I ended up recording this little documentary on the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. And I have always loved Gordon Lightfoot, and I just love him. And I haven't listened to him in a while, so I put it on, and so I've been playing Gordon Lightfoot all day. So I actually posted it on my Facebook. I'm like, this is my current playlist. Because I love him. Love him. So welcome to everybody. Gail says, just received my package from UPS a few minutes ago. Thanks for all of your help. Was that the original one?
No.
Or that's a new one?
I assume it's the UPS one.
Oh, you UPS'd it. Okay.
Yeah, UPS.
Yeah, so I'm going to address that in a moment. So anyway, thank you to everybody who's coming in. Welcome. I've already seen so many familiar names. I feel like we haven't been here, and so were we here? We weren't here last week. Last week my back was the problem. Sometimes I just kind of wake up and I pull a muscle when I turn. Now, I was in a car accident many, many years ago, and so I do have issues with my back. Stacy hi! Stacy from Scrapbook Essentials BC is here. Hello. Welcome. Super. I always love it. I love it when the retail store owners join us. So Stacy, please post your information. Let everybody know exactly where you are, your website, your address, all of that. Let them know where they can find LDRS products at your store. Thank you so much for supporting us. We absolutely love you guys. So thank you so much. Anyway, it's so good to see everybody here. So let me address, so Gail is saying, her package arrived. So I want to let you guys know, so USPS is like the problem child of shipping. The problem, it seriously is. It is the problem child of shipping. So, of course, in order to make things cost effective and so on and so forth, we can't ship everything UPS. It would not be something, it just doesn't make sense to do so. But USPS is a mess. We try and ship everything so that there's tracking and so on and so forth, but the way that they handle, the packages and the envelopes and things as they come in, the way that they prioritize things, and it's just a mess. So I will tell you, not just from us, but anytime you're ordering from anybody, if there's issues, it's more than likely not due to the company that you're ordering from. So always reach out, like Gail did. She reached out to us, let us know that there was an issue. Let us know so that we can kind of track down what the problem is, and in the meantime, get a replacement shipment out to you. Because it is our goal to make sure that, when you guys place an order with us, that you guys get your products. So you have to let us know if you're having any shipping issues. So hello to, let's see who all is coming in. So Gail, I'm so happy to hear that you got your stuff. Welcome to Beth Vallone. Mary Kay is coming in from Lapeer, Michigan. I saw Margaret is here. Hello, Margaret. So happy to have you here tonight. Michelle Milstead is here from Virginia. Cindy Harris Morrow is here. Mm-hmm. Welcome. Good. Thank you. I'm glad Stacy got their information up. Let's see who else is here. Marianne Rumsey. Oh, she said, I got my country roads and the spoon you later. What is it called? Spookulator alligator. Oh. She wrote spoonulator. That's a whole other set.
I thought, geez, when did we do that?
A little typo, maybe a little wishful thinking. I don't know.
And why later?
Oh, boy. Sharon Gullickson, she says, am I showing up? You sure are, darling. Rita Matina is in the house tonight, too.
All right.
Designs, what does it say? Designs inspired by Mac. Hello from North Texas. Leander is coming in from Ottawa, Ontario. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Karen Anderson Patterson is coming in from Victoria, BC. Cynthia, she says, I'm Canadian. UPS charges us crazy fees. I understand. So, if you're in Canada, hey, Scrapbook Essentials, they carry our products. So you can get, order from them. Order from them, okay? They just posted their information. Stacy's laughing. Let's see, who else is coming in? Yay, Texas. Emailer is coming in from downriver right here in Michigan. Dang, autocorrect. I do like Spoon You Later, though. That's kind of cute. All right. Oh, see, now it says Pamela Cotero. It says hello. When I saw that, all I saw was Cotter, that portion of it, and I thought of, Mr. Cotter. All right, we're going to get rolling. So super excited to be here tonight. We are going to actually be doing some coloring, some crafting, making a card. We're going to be featuring one of my favorite stamps in our new collection. Oh, Cynthia says, I need a glass board. Oh, you know what? And we have both glass boards now, by the way. We have the original white, and then we also have the black glass board. That is up on the website. If you order from, if you have a favorite store that carries LDRS products and you want that black glass mat, you can ask them for it. They can order that from us and get that to you. So know that as well. Okay. Ooh, coloring, Beth Malone says. Okay, we're going to go overhead. We're going to get started. So it's already 8:08, and Alan is going to be like, Ange, get moving. Okay, we're gonna zoom in. Zoom. Okay, this is what we're gonna be crafting with tonight. So, we don't do a lot of wreaths, and so I kind of was like, putting together this beautiful Christmas collection, and I wanted a wreath, but I didn't want a wreath that was only going to be used for Christmas. So this is not a Christmas wreath. This is an anytime wreath. It's a 4x6 stamp set. We made sure that the sentiments are not holiday based. So we have, especially for you, open door, open heart, just for you. You make the world feel like home. And we have this beautiful, what do you call it? Like grapevine wreath. It's got some berries, it's got some leaves and a bow. You can make that any color combination you want. You can call, and this is why we called it EverWelcome, because it can be used anytime. So if you want to do beautiful pinks and blues, for spring, or oranges and yellows and whatever for summer, if you want to make this a Christmas wreath, however it is you want to do it, you can absolutely do it. Sharon Gullickson says, I made a leafy berry wreath for my door. My garden club had a craft. Oh, that sounds beautiful. Okay, so in the little bundle that we did, we kind of paired the EverWelcome wreath with our gorgeous brick wall stamp, which I haven't used in a while. I thought it'd be really fun to kind of, work these together. I thought it would be really neat to do. And mind you, this does not have a die set. I didn't want to do a die set with it just because I don't think it needs it. I mean, I don't think every single stamp has to have a die. Marianne says, yes, this is the wreath from the Scrappy Chic card class. It absolutely is. Absolutely. So we're going to be coloring this up. We're going to be using it with the brick wall. And then I pulled in these two die sets. I don't know if I'm going to use them, but we'll see. Sharon says, I like that it's not for Christmas specifically. I do too. Because, here's the thing. If you want it to be Christmas, it can, like I said, but it can be anytime. So when you're investing in this beautiful wreath, which I think is stunning, it's not a wreath that you're only going to use once a year. You can use this all the time. You can set this aside. You can pull it out at any time of year, and you can use it for any reason. If you want a thank you card, and especially for you, if you want a birthday, I mean, anything you want to use it for. If you want to do this in beautiful, you know, just, I mean, like really soft, like beiges and whites and creamy colors like that, you can actually do, you know, like an anniversary card or something. It's really, really versatile. So I pulled these two out just to kind of have a play. I don't know if I'm going to use both of them. I'm probably going to use at least one, so we'll see what happens. And then I pulled out this cardstock. And I don't know how this looks on the screen, but it is fall. I've decided I'm going to do a fall wreath with this. And so this is kind of, I don't know, it's just kind of like a rusty orangey brown. I just love it. It's like a, I don't want to say cinnamon, but it's kind of cinnamon, like persimmon? No, persimmon is more orange, isn't it? It's not orange. Whatever. It's in there somewhere.
You're asking me like.
I know. I'm asking you. It's crazy. Isn't that crazy? And then I also grabbed a whole bunch of Copics. So I'm going to get started first by. I got to figure out what I'm going to do. So I'm going to. I think what I'm going to do is stamp this. I'm going to have a play. I gotta plan a little bit. So, excuse me, where are my dies? All right, I'm gonna kind of have a play with these. So I'm gonna see if I can fit this stamp in one of these dies.
Do a circle?
And I don't want to do a circle. I kind of want to do this. It kind of cuts the sides off a little bit. That one actually works. But that's not going to leave a whole lot on the outside for... That's not going to leave a whole lot on the outside for when I do... like for the brick wall. So what I may do is kind of cut through it with this a little bit. I don't know if I want to do that. I'm struggling. Struggling, folks. Squirrel is struggling. See, this is where I land sometimes. Huh?
What are you saving space for?
Maybe I go this direction instead. I'm just playing because I want to have some space on the outside for the brick. I actually think that works better. That works much better. So we're going to go in this direction, I think. I think that's going to happen. Okay, so we're going to play with it. I'm going to get this stamped. Oh, and Gail even said, how about the other direction? You go, girl. Okay, I'm going to offer some instruction up, let everybody know what I'm doing. Notice I'm not grabbing this and yanking, okay? This is photopolymer. It's very high quality. It is a good heavy-duty thick stamp, but this stuff is bendy and it's stretchy, and if you yank it, it's going to stretch. Don't do that. So I peel it up little by little. Okay. I'm actually starting to think that I'm going to... I'm going to stamp this, I think, in brown. Thinking. I think I'm going to stamp this in brown.
Because you're going to have a lot of brown, right?
Yep. So I'm going to stamp it in coffee bean. All right. There we go. First time I'm using this stamp. So I'm just going to rub any of the chemicals off of it and just see if I have any excess little bits of polymer that might get in the way of my stamping. All right. And I'm going to ink this up really well in Coffee Bean. And because this is the first time stamping, okay, the stamp is not conditioned. So I'm probably going to end up stamping it more than once. Now, if I were doing this in cooler colors, like if I were going to do this maybe in some purples or, you know, some blues, I could actually,
It came out nice.
I'm going to leave it. I don't think I need to do it again. It actually worked out really well. But I could actually ink that up and stamp it in a beautiful gray. And that would be really nice. Okay, give this a quick little clean with my Extreme Clean. It just takes a moment to clean your stamps. Okay. It's always good, that way you get any excess ink off of there. That way you know that it's ready for the next time that you're going to use it. So just take the moment to do it. It's a good habit to get into. So I don't know if anybody bothered to look. Not that, I shouldn't say bothered, but I mean, heck, I never look at my Facebook page. But I don't know if anybody looked at my Facebook page today. But quiz number 1 already for a $10 gift certificate. First one to guess, what is my favorite song by Gordon Lightfoot?
Oh, I don't even know that.
First one to say. I can see Facebook, I can see YouTube. First one to pop up with the answer. My favorite song by Gordon Lightfoot.
Anyone?
Anyone
No,
for a $10 gift certificate. Come on, everybody. My favorite song, somebody. You guys can be looking at Facebook right now. It's like right there. The post is right there. Come on. Somebody. Bueller.
Well, maybe we shouldn't wait.
Nope, it's not if you could read my mind. Oh, I love the Edmund Fitzgerald. I would say that's number 2. Maybe number 3.
That would have been my.
I gotta watch it. No, it's one of the ones I was playing just before we went live. My favorite Gordon Lightfoot song. It's on my Facebook. Sundown! Karen Anderson Patterson got it. Congratulations, Karen. Congratulations, darling. Sundown. I love that song. You have won a $10 gift certificate to LDRS Creative. I need you please to send us an email to customerservice@ldrscreative.com. Let us know that you guessed Sundown, and we will get a $10 gift certificate to you. Thank you so much for playing along. Alrighty. So, I got some markers. Who wants to have a little fun coloring? All right. So let's see. What am I going to color first? I am first, I think, going to color. I like to go light to dark. But I always save like colors that are like reddish to the end because. And yellows. Yellows I like to save to the end, depending on what yellows and reds are tough because even when you're working with real Copic-friendly stuff or alcohol marker-friendly stuff, yellows and reds can bleed. And yellow, they can kind of smear. It has to do with the chemical makeup. So I'm going to start with my greens because I think that's going to be my lighter. I do have my, no, I'm going to start with my brown. Sorry. I'm just going to play around here. There's all my brown colors. I got lots of them. What color is that? No, that's not one. Okay. Marian, girl, you are from Michigan. The Fitz is always number 1, especially in November. I do love that song. I absolutely love the song. I know every single word. I really do. But I do tend to lean toward a song that just really I don't know what it is about Sundown. I love the drum, the beat. I just love everything about it. It's just like a powerful. I just love it. I just love it. But yeah, Fitz is definitely top 3. It's an amazing song. I don't know if you saw it or not, but we just had they just had a documentary on it, and it was fantastic. And I forced my family to sit through it. I love it. Alrighty, here we go. E30, all right? So I like to start light to dark when I color. So I'm going to go in on all of the wood here, and I'm just going to give it, oh my gosh, make sure I'm on the right paper. I am. Whew. I want to make sure I was on my Neenah Classic Crest Solar White 110-pound cardstock. So I'm just going to give this a nice base coat. I'm not going back and forth, okay? I'm just going one little coat. Even if I miss some, that's okay. Just like one little stroke. If I miss a part of the line, I'm not worried about it. There we go. And notice, I say this all the time, so for anybody who's new here, I always rotate my paper. I don't rotate my wrist because you make your strokes in a comfortable position and you're going to lay down the color better when you do it that way. If I'm twisting my wrist around, the strokes aren't going to be as natural. It's not going to be as comfortable. Now, if you're not sure what something is, I'm going to grab, it's always good. So even, I save my packaging for a lot of things. I don't know, I save the little bag. So like once I put something in my little pouch, I will oftentimes put the card in there too, because I want to save the image colored. So that I can tell, like right now when I'm looking at this, because it's a lot of lines, and I'm not sure right in the center here what I'm looking at. So I want to make sure, are those leaves or is that brown? And so it actually is brown. So right in here and right in here as well, that is actually brown. I just didn't know if we had leaf in there too. So I see the outline of the leaf now. So sometimes it's a really good idea to save that and look and see what your packaging is like, because our illustrators are also the ones who prepare the packaging. So they know what they've drawn. Okay? And so when they're coloring up the images for the packaging, they're letting us know, letting us see the image in the best light. So that's that little bit right there. I think it's right here too. And as I start to color other things too, I may find that I've missed something. So I start light to dark because I start nice and light so that I can see, I give it a foundation, because the ink is going to sit on the top of the paper. It's going to soak in a little bit over time as I lay more ink down. But it's going to sit on the top so that I can paint over it. And I can move the ink around. And I can blend the colors together. And so I like to start light to dark. So I give it a base. I don't know exactly where my shadows are going to be yet. Some people like to start dark to light. And so they'll start with their shadows and back in. I'm not comfortable with that. I tend to really mess that up. So this is how I learned. This is how I've practiced. And it's where I'm most comfortable. So I like to lay my foundation down and then I will bring my shadows in the end. So right now, all I'm doing is going from the end of each of these little branches and bringing some color in toward the center. I'm leaving some of it light. It's going to start, like, this is like we're entering the ugly stage, you know, like, you know, when you get a haircut and it's too short and then it starts to grow out and you have that ugly stage where it's not laying right. All right, we're entering the ugly stage of the coloring. But it's what you have to endure sometimes before you get to the good stuff. All right. No, I'm not drinking. All right, a little bit in here too. Leave some little highlights. I'm just touching down with the tip of my marker, just a wee little bit. Sharon says, oh, I know the ugly stage of hair. I looked like Snow White for about 2 months. I will never forget. So I am, you guys are cracking me up. My mom was a hairdresser, and she had her salon in our basement. And so, I mean, everybody in multiple neighborhoods around, you know, all the moms and their kids, and they all came and got their hair done at my house. And, but that meant that I did too, which was great. My mom was fine. But like, you know, I grew up in, you know, the 80s, you know, the age of the permanent. And I have straight, very straight hair. If y'all haven't seen me, I have straight hair. And I wanted my hair to have some body to it. And so my mom gave me a perm. And I'm trying to think. It was my girlfriend. I think it must have been. I think I was in maybe 7th grade. And then, so I wanted this perm with body, a little bit of wave, whatever. And then my girlfriend, Cheryl, I think it was Cheryl, we were going to the mall. So my mom dropped us both off at the mall, and my hair was still drying. I was just kind of letting it dry on its own. And by the time we get up to the mall, my hair had started to dry, and as it was drying, it was expanding.
Like a pro.
Because I had long, dark hair. And I don't know if you guys watch Saturday Night Live, but if you remember who Rosanna Dana is, I get into the mall and we're walking, and I happen to walk past, you know, I see myself in the reflection in a window of the store. And I about had a panic attack because I'm like 13, and you go there, you want to be cool, you want the boys to look at you and all this stuff, and I just wanted to run and hide because my hair just expanded and expanded and expanded. Yes, exactly, the incredible growing perm. I got home and I was, oh my gosh, I was so embarrassed. It was so bad. So if you guys remember Olivia Newton-John, she had that Let's Get Physical out at the time. And I ended up with that haircut. My mom cut that perm out of my hair, and I ended up looking like Olivia Newton-John in her Let's Get Physical video. I kid you not. Wrapping, you know, the thing around my, you know, the little workout thing around my head, and I mean, it was ridiculous. We have pictures, of course, somewhere. But yeah.
Oh, that's not a bad look.
What? Yeah, am I? Yeah, with the headband. Alan likes short hair on women. I do not do short hair well. Yeah, that's the shortest my hair has ever been and ever will be again. And it was all because of a perm, or what I like to refer to, a bad decision. Yeah. Okay, so I've climbed up to my third color now, And I'm literally just doing some little strokes in here. I just want to kind of give the illusion that there's, you know, different bits of wood in here. A couple little dots sometimes are all you need. Let's see, we've got some over here. So I'm literally just kind of following along and tracing at the ends over some of the little lines. Always going in the direction of the wood, of the illustration. Okay, there we go. Growing up in the 60s, we had Tony home perms. What were our mothers thinking for 5-year-olds? Oh my. 5-year-olds. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, Lisa Lucas, she says, we have all made bad decisions in fashion. Oh, yes, and aren't those always the ones that get photographed? Just always seems. Okay, so this color is just ever so slightly darker, so I'm just going to put this in kind of here and there. Just a little bit. I can always come back in and add more dark later too, which I'm sure I will. I fuss. I like to fuss over this stuff. Just adding in some little areas where it's going to be darker. Okay. Now, before I go really dark with this, I'm going to take my E30 and just come back over very precisely those whiter areas. I'm just going to kind of blend those together a wee bit. I'm not going back and forth, okay? I'm literally going in one direction with each stroke. Back and forth is going to mix those colors in, and I don't want them mixed in. I have some area over here that is just too light, and I don't like it. So I'm coming back in with the same colors I just did, just dotting a little bit to bring some of that in, fill that bit in. So back with E30, and I'm just bringing those colors together. I'm going from the dark toward the light, no matter where the where the color is. So I'm either going like here, I'm brushing up, here I'm pulling down.
Always walk towards the light.
Always go toward, yes, go from dark toward the light area, so that you don't, sorry, I don't want to lighten the dark area. Okay, so I'm going to come in with E29, and I'm going to be very careful. Very, very fine tip.
Where are you putting that?
I'm putting this like in some of the areas where the colors, where the branches come together, just to separate a little bit, okay? So where they kind of come together, or where they start and branch out. So I'm going over some of those lines very, very fine, where I've lost some definition. I'm bringing some of it back. Really fine. I'm touching down very, very gently. Just with the tip of the brush. Now in here, I'm just going to dot a tiny little bit. tiny little bit, just in the areas where the color kind of comes together or where it's meeting something else. And I want to have a little definition. But I'm not necessarily pulling all the way across. They're like partial strokes of the marker. Just a little bit. What, Alan?
I'm just looking at it. Trying to figure out where the Wookiee was coming from.
Is my head, I'm sorry.
It's
Well,
the screen.
I have to be able to see what I'm doing though.
Move it towards you. That looks great.
He always likes to complain when my head gets in the camera. He calls me the Wookiee.
There you go. At least the roots look good.
Yes. Oh, the roots are new. Of course they look good. See? New roots. Okay. I don't know about you guys, but my hair is the most expensive thing I have. All right. Actually, I want this medium color here, which is E33. I didn't like seeing that little brown there. So I'm just doing a little bit of color blending here where it's maybe a little bit lighter than I want it to be. This is where I fuss, and I fuss, and I fuss. Like where it's just too light. I like having little highlights, but I don't like them to be too light.
All right, are we all set?
I don't know, let me
Are we going
see.
white? I would just do the
Okay.
bow and leave
I'm
it.
going to leave it as it is for right now. I may revisit it, but we'll see. Okay, so next up, I'm going to go to green. Green. So I have 3 colors of green here. My lightest one, this G43, I'm going to use on these kind of wispier, smaller little leaves here. They're just kind of in and around. I can even get some in these little areas here where like there's little stems. So just like single stroke on these, just a little bit of green. Right in the middle. And then let me grab this picture here, because some of the stuff you don't, like I'm not sure exactly what it is. So I think I missed some wreath over here. I think I missed a little bit of the actual wreath right in here. So I'm just going to kind of build that up. This should only take a moment. Just right in there. And then my darker color, which is the E29. Just a tiny little bit right there. There we go. We just get that little bit. So now we can see it's more rounded in there. Let me bring this in here. Okay. Sorry, this is me playing. There we go. I like that better. Okay. So that's my lightest green. Now I have two other greens for these other little leaves. So G24. Okay. And then I'm just going to come in with 99 a tiny little bit. I'm actually going to come in a tiny little bit under the bottom here as well, because those aren't standing out quite like I would want. I'm just playing. Okay, so just a little bit with the green. G24, got this one here. If you notice, like the lines don't stand out as well because we did them in brown, so they're kind of fading. So I'm going right along the outline just to really define that up through the center. And then I need to bring some of the shape back in. So you can see that we have a second leaf right there. Just going to highlight some of these little bits in here. The colors are so close that they kind of blend in a little bit, which is nice. There we go. There we go. All right, so then this next one. So because I didn't stamp these in black, they require just a little more work. Thank you, Lisa. So I'm just kind of coming in very sketchy. I'm not necessarily outlining everything so much as I am just kind of highlighting some things so that they stand out a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to come in with the same color I used first and just kind of blend that out a bit. So that it gives it a little bit of definition. Okay? So I'm going to lay the color down. Can even leave some little highlights in there. Thank you, Myrna. And then I go with my darker color and just with the tips of the brush, doesn't have to be perfect, give that a little bit of shape back, and then I'm going to blend some of my lighter color up into that. There we go. What? So it's nice when you go over things, like when you stamp in a brown instead of a black, especially for nature things, because I can kind of, you don't really make the lines disappear, but you kind of push them a bit into the background. So that's kind of fun. I love coloring. It's one of my favorite, most relaxing things to do. So in here where that brown is, definitely gotta enhance that a bit. Okay.
Those look so good when you do that spine there.
Thank you. And then I'm just going to kind of blend that in a little bit so it's not so harsh. And I'm always going out into the same direction. Okay? That look all right?
Yep.
I love how it looks when you mix the brown into the black. I'm sorry, into the green. Like right now where I'm covering it with green. Kind of tracing it a little bit. And over here I went out of my line a bit. So this is my Mr. Fix-It, my colorless blender. I'm going to push down and go back in toward your color, and it moves it right back in. Let that dry. Okay? Let that dry. It might even start to come back out a bit. Because the more of this you apply, the more it's going to dilute and cause that color to move. Okay. I'm going to give it one more push in toward. Okay. And I'm going to leave that alone for a moment. And I'm just going to kind of come in with the darker color and stay away from that for a second here. So this is my darkest color. Just kind of get these little tips so that we bring some of that shape back in. There we go. Thank you, Myrna. And now I'm going with that lighter color just to kind of blend that a tiny little bit so that those aren't quite so harsh. Bring some color into the leaf. Now I'm going to sharpen this little spot right here. There we go. There we go. All right. I'm kind of happy with those. You like them, Alan?
They're great.
All right.
Are we done yet?
Stop. Just kind of go around and do the leaves. And I know it seems like it takes a while, but I want to get it right, so I just take my time and I do one at a time. And so I'm going to get each of those tips just a little bit, just to sharpen them. And then I'm just going to kind of blend that a bit. And by blending, I'm literally just touching down and moving the ink again. Now this one doesn't really have much to do, so I'm just going to kind of sharpen the tips just a little bit. A little line down the middle, maybe a little bit of shadow under here. And then blend that. There we go. Now, I am going to come in with my darker color on these just a tiny little bit. Just to make them a little more dramatic. Maybe on the underside of it. Might as well go around. There we go. Okay, so now we got this one right up here. Okay, and I'm just going to sharpen the tips a little bit. There we go. Thank you, Sharon. And just kind of blend some of that so that those lines that I put in there aren't quite so dramatic. That one, we kind of lost the point. So don't worry about going off of the image a little bit either, because I'm working with such a dark color, it's not going to matter. Nobody's going to know if I've extended that line a little bit, right? Nobody will know. Nobody knows.
You crack yourself up.
I do. I have to entertain myself sometimes. Okay. There we go. Little bits at a time, and then it all starts to come together. Get that little tip right there. That one. There we go. Thank you, Sandy. Oops, wrong side. Yeah, I was trying to get it together for last week, but there was no way I was going to be able to lean forward and wah, wah. I wasn't going to be able to lean forward and color. There was no way.
Or just lean forward.
Yeah, or even lean. Yeah, exactly.
Wookie, man.
Oh, My hair's just falling all over. Is my hair getting too long again?
No,
It's just
your
kind of
head.
falling. Oh, that was my hair. What? I actually went to the salon yesterday, and I was thinking maybe my hair was getting too long again until as I was leaving, this girl came in, beautiful girl, and she was questioning whether or not her hair was too long because when she would be getting dressed, her hair would get stuck in her jeans. Why was there a question? If you're zipping your hair in your pants, your hair is too long. It was literally, I mean, you know, it was pretty long. I'm not exaggerating. Okay. Oh, I got one right here too, right next door. Alan, are you bored?
Hmm?
My sister calls that body hair.
What?
Sharon says, my sister calls that potty hair. You have to swoop your hair to the side
Yeah.
so it doesn't go into the toilet.
You know, that's something we haven't talked
Oh
about.
my goodness. Oh, I think this live has gone down the crapper. Oh, you guys are hilarious.
Yeah.
Body hair. Oh man. Oh. Mm-hmm. There we go. Oopsie. This girl went way outside the lines there. But that's okay. I'm just going to play with it. I'm just going to bring it all in. No one's going to know. Who would know? I won't tell my sister that you cracked up over it. We compete for funniest title. Oh, you're funny. Go. And then I'm just going to blend that in a bit. Let's see. I actually don't mind how that goes out. It looks like it just has so much more texture to it. That's what's so cool about stamping in something other than black, too. Thank you, Stephanie. get those tips. Just really going to make sure that you show off, that you define those all around, because they will get lost. Because I don't have them, you know, because I didn't stamp in black. They'll get lost. Aw, Myrna says I would just frame this and keep it as a Christmas decoration. You're so sweet. There we go. And then, Mr. Hunt, I do believe this is the last one.
Second to last.
Oh, there's one right there. That one was hiding.
I've been counting.
It was hiding on me. Always follow the lines of the artwork when you're coloring too. So notice I'm not going across. Always follow the lines. I'm going to darken that whole area right there. And really show those little points off. There we go. Oh, Sandy says, I framed some of your old stuff, Angie. Oh, you're so sweet. I'm going to leave that white up in there because I think it looks really pretty. All right, so we got one more. I almost forgot about it again. Don't worry if you lose some of the original line. Doesn't matter. Nobody's going to know. You know, if your marker goes a little bit wide, it's okay. Those tips. I do want this to be dark all below that little berry there. And then with the lighter color, just to kind of bring that together. There we go. And I think we're done with that. But I do see a little bit of brown in here that I want to get. Just a tiny little bit. So this is what happens, like as you start to color other things in, you start to see where you might be missing a little bit of color. Like where you might have little holes. White where you don't want to have white, for example. And because of this kind of image, I can literally just make some of that brown because I've got all of the that grapevine wreath all behind it, so no one's going to know the difference. Put a little bit up in there. A little bit over in here. And in between these little berries. Just a tiny little bit. Okay, that needs a little bit of dark. I can already see it. So right in here, it's just looking kind of blah. Okay, I can do more touch up later. Okay, so next we've got berries and bow, right?
Berries and bows.
Berries and bows. All right, so let me see. We're over time a little bit. You gotta fix that clock up there, Mr. Hunt,
Why?
because it's an hour off.
No, it's 9 o'clock.
It is not 9 o'clock.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so I have R02. I'm gonna start with the bow. And I'm just gonna give this bow a coat. Just kind of quick. And I keep turning it so that I'm always going in the direction of the lines. Okay. What's so funny?
Do you have another trivia question?
Oh, another trivia question. Let's see. Let's see. Time for another trivia question. I've got one.
Well,
What is my natural hair color? What is my natural hair color?
when? At what age?
What is my natural hair color?
Well, I don't know what that is.
First one to
Let me
get
check
it.
Google.
No. I see a gray. I see an auburn. Nope. What is my natural hair color? Nope. I didn't say what was. I said what is. Auburn, brown, reddish. Nope. 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 I don't see it yet. What is my natural hair color?
Google doesn't have the answer.
Dark blonde? Nope, I don't see it yet. You guys are being so sweet.
I don't even know what your hair color is.
You're going to have to be much ruder than this. Nope. Nope. Nope.
So currently,
Shh. Alan. Yes, currently, what is my natural hair color? Nope, not blonde. Nope. It's a trick question.
is it?
What is my natural hair color? Nope, nope, I don't see it yet. Nope, not gray.
Huh?
White! Erica Holland got it. It is white. White as this paper, my hair is. Erica Holland got it. Congratulations, darling. You have won yourself a $10 gift certificate to LDRS Creative. Send... What?
Can she be penalized?
No. Send us an email to customer service at ldrscreative.com. Let me know that you guessed white, and we'll send you a gift certificate, a wig. Nope.
What is this?
This color you're seeing here is actually lighter than what my hair color used to be when I was younger. I used to be like a dark brown. Nope. When I was 18, I found my very first white hair, and it is not gray. I don't have any gray hair. It is white as snow. White as snow. Okay, so no way, Angie. I'm 72 and not white. I don't know what to tell you. I got my first white hairs when I was 18. I went white very, very early.
What color is my hair?
Your hair is, let me see, you're white. You're very white, just like me. The only, yep, the only place I have any color really in my hair is at the, like the base and the back of my head. It is white as snow. Oh, thank you, you guys. My grandmother on my dad's side had a gorgeous, thick, head of very thick white hair. It was beautiful. I'm not ready for that yet, though. I'm only 57. I'm not ready. But yeah, I get my hair colored every 2 weeks because my hair grows like a weed. Grows super fast. Okay, so I'm climbing up the colors right now. Okay, so we're kind of getting into a little bit of an orange here. Now I'm going to start being a little more choosy. So I'm going to start laying this down. Being a little bit, I put a little bit less with each color. And I'm always very careful not to leave like flat, straight lines anywhere. Because a straight line is much harder to blend than a jagged line. Oh, Jeanette says, I hate gray hair. It's very unmanageable. What do you mean? What do you mean by unmanageable?
No.
I will tell you this, a couple of things. The only like shampoo and conditioner that I use on my hair is Lola V. I love it. It has, it's completely gluten-free. It's free of all kinds of, junk. Because my hair is, I don't want my hair to be flat. And having white hair means I have very coarse hair. It's quite thick. And I think your hair care products have a lot to do with the consistency, of your hair and the manageability of it. Okay, so before this gets too dark, I'm going to go back to my lightest color here. And where I left my some white color, some white light color, I'm just going to go over just one time because I don't like leaving white. And I do have some blending work to do here. Oh, wiry? You know what? And I know everybody has different, everybody has different, consistency to their hair. Thankfully, I don't experience that. But again, I think your hair care products have a lot to do with that kind of stuff too. But yes, I do have very, I actually don't mind that it's kind of thicker and heavier. Because it's not thin. All right, so I'm going to move this up just a tiny little bit. This dark. And then down a little bit. Just to blend this in a bit. kind of close this up a bit in the middle where these colors come together. I don't like it to be white. Because it's not, I don't want it to look like it's shiny, right? But I am going to go a bit darker. This is the one I want. Right here. E9. So this is nice and dark. This is the darkest of all the colors I'm going to be using here. And here, I really want to just richen up some of these ends so they look velvety. I know I'm being very quiet, sorry. I'm really focusing on what I'm doing. Let's bring that out a bit. Pay attention to these edges. Bring this one down a little bit, just for some texture. There we go. And then I'm going to come back here and just ease these up a bit. I've just gone one more, just one color up, just to soften the break between the two, just a little bit. Right here. I don't want to go that light right there. That one's a little bit too... I'm going to leave this one a little bit lighter right in here. There we go. Now, I do want to go with that really dark color right in here and just really accentuate that line so we don't lose that bow. Okay? And right here, so we don't lose that. All right, good. Whew. All right, we have a little bit of work to do yet, just on some berries. I know, I'm going over. You know what, we didn't meet last week, so I'm going over this week. That's what my husband always loves to hear. I'm missing a few things in there I'll have to correct. This is what I mean, like as you start filling things in, you go, that shouldn't be empty right there. Anybody still with us? Everybody leave? See, right up here, I feel like there's like leaf up there, so I'm going to have to come in and just do a little bit of leaf work right there. So I'm just getting some base down in here on these little berries. Not being so perfect with them. I'll make it look like there's two there. I don't know if there is. Get this leaf right in here. And I think we have one right there. And then with my dark color, I'm just going to accentuate that. And then we'll give that blend. I'm actually going to come in here in between two. Just give it a little bit of green in between them. Okay, so climbing up in color now with my little berries. Just on like the underside. And we'll come in and fix it. It's not going to be perfect. It's like the ugly stage of the berries. Just put a little bit of color in each one. I think I got them all except for that one. All right. Now I'm going to go up one more color. And just be very precise now at the bottom of each. It's my little shadow. And that's what will separate one from the other as well, is having that little bit of dark. I know it seems tedious because we put so many doggone berries in here.
Yeah, talk to those people.
It's berrylicious. There we go. I think I got them all. And then I'm going to come in with my lightest color, and I'm just going to complete each one of those. And just do a little circle on each one. And it gives me highs and lows and mediums on every single one of those. Makes them each stand out with a highlight. And I'm not going round and round. I'm literally just making like a little circle on each one. And the cool thing is when you step away. It's not when you look really close up. It's when you step away, and that's when you see the beauty of it. Because you blend those colors together ever so slightly, that it makes it look like each one has a high, a low, and a medium. Okay, I'm just going to do a little bit of touch up here and there. I have an E33 and I have some spots in here that just look like they're bare and they need some wood. So I'm just taking like a medium color, it's my E33, and just filling some of those holes in. And then I think we're done coloring. What do you guys think? You like?
That's great.
I like. Okay, we're not done. This is going on too long. Oh my, 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 my. Okay. You like it, Alan?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna have Alan die cut this. I'm so happy with that. I almost don't want to do this part. Thank you guys for staying with me for so long. So this is what happens. This is why I don't color all the time. We would be here far too long. Every week. All right, where's the bottom? All right, where's the top? There we go. Kind of center this a little bit. Ooh. Not really easy to center it now, is it? Kind of like, this is like where you go, do I center the bow? Do I center, you gotta just kind of work it out. All right. So Alan's gonna cut this for me. And turn it on a little bit of an angle. I'm really happy with how the coloring turned out on that. Okay. I'm gonna trim this down. That was a 5.5 cut. This is a 4 1/4 cut. This is all in inches. And then here, came out really nice. Doesn't Alan die cut beautifully?
Very talented.
Okay. From here, I'm actually, because I want this to go edge to edge, I'm going to tape this down here. I don't have like a sticky grid or something. Should I do sticky grids? Should I do like a, would you guys want like a sticky grid kind of a thing? I don't know.
Don't you have that stamp right there? Can you use that stamp?
So I'm laying this down because, and instead of pulling on the stamp, I'm peeling off the backer. Okay. All right. So here we go. I'm going to put this brick all the way across the whole thing. Oh, sorry, Jeanette. She says, I'm losing you, but I loved watching you color. Well, I promise you we will have the finished product out there. Thank you for sticking with us. I know we ran really long. I'm so sorry. I wasn't planning on going this long, but thank you for joining. We don't normally go this long. It's usually only an hour, but
Yeah, sure.
it is. I'm so sorry. But thank you for joining. I hope this works.
Is it brown?
Mm-hmm. I did the brown. Look at, that looks kind of cool. Good enough. I'm actually going to leave it. I'm not going to go on again. You guys are going to probably cry when you see what I'm about to do. I know Alan will. Let's see. I'm going to play. Here, will you line that back up on there?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure I can do that.
You can do that. I know you can. I think I can. I think I can.
Just stuck it to it.
Okay, so this is where I wanted to play. I'm going to play in the middle here because that's going to be covered anyway. That's too dark. I don't know if I'm going to do this at all. That's too... See, everything... This is not like, oh, it's lightening up as it dries. This isn't Copic paper. It's just cardstock. So I just wanted to see what it was going to be like if I colored on it. But I don't think anything is even showing. So I don't think I'm going to do anything. I'm just doing it in the middle. But I kind of like... I think I'm just going to leave it like that and cover it. It looks much better. So I'm going to leave it as is. I'm not going to do any coloring. Because I don't like how the coloring was working. It's not Copic paper, so I didn't know what was going to happen. Where's my card base? I need a different card base. Here's my card base. I do need a sentiment, but you know what? I don't really want to put a sentiment. Did I not cut this right? You know what? I like that better. Okay. I'm going to measure this because I don't think it's cut right. I could be wrong. Oh, that's cut right. 5.5, 4.25. Let's see how this works. That's better. And this, that I think is going to be too small. Sorry, I'm just playing. That's not... Trying to see like where things are going to be. If I cut this, I think that's going to be, that's not going to, all right. So we're not going to do another cut, another die cut. I'm going to leave that. And I'm going to trim off a little bit of this edge. How is it sitting right now? I just want to have a little bit of an edge. And that's good. A sticky grid would be good to have. Okay, thank you. I'm going to do it from this edge here. I'm not measuring because I didn't have a true measure on this to begin with. That looks good. All right. Now, I'm not going to stamp a sentiment because a sentiment can go on the inside of this. You can handwrite this. Don't know what I'm going to use this card for yet. And I don't want to put the sentiment on the front because, you know what, I don't always feel like I have to have a sentiment on the front. And I just don't think that's going to work out in this case. Because I don't want to cover up the coloring. For goodness sake, I just spent a lot of time doing it. So I don't want to cover that. So here we go. There. And then we need some foil. Foil?
Foil.
Foil? Who
Might
said
be
foil?
foil,
I
but
didn't
it should
say
be
foil. I said foam. Oh my gosh, I'm dropping everything. This girl is getting tired. That's too long. There we go. Thank you, Myrna. I agree. I don't want to cover it.
What would you cover?
I'm not going to cover it. I wouldn't cover it.
Not going to cover what?
Oh, I'm not going to cover
That?
this image.
Okay.
Nope, I'm going to leave it. I don't want to put a sentiment over it. Myrna says, I heard foil. I like this. I think it came out really nice. That's straight. Trying to see if it's even, and I think it's pretty even. Okay, and then I'm going to put some foam on the back because I don't have a sentiment on the front of it, so it's not like I'll be lifting it up too high. Bernie, you're cracking me up. I heard foil. There we go. Make sure this is going in the right direction.
That was a close one.
That was a close one. That's right.
Left.
I think that's it right there. Now, I could have stamped something here, but you don't always have to have something. If you want to put some little gems on it, you could, or you could leave it just simple like that and let it speak for itself. Let the coloring do the talking. Let the coloring do the talking. How's that? I'm going to clean my glass.
You don't have to do it right now. Oh, yeah. All right.
There we go. All right. Thank you, everybody. I like it. I'm so happy with that. That looks pretty nice, doesn't it? I'm very happy with
I
it.
think everybody's asleep.
It looks velvety. Is anybody still there? All right, let's go back to the front.
Andy's here. All right.
There you go, everybody. Oh, I'm so sorry that we ran long. But that's what happens when we color. It takes time, you know, and I'm really pleased with the results. So I'm not at all disappointed that we went over. I'm very happy with it. So I hope you guys like it. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you for sticking with me tonight. I really appreciate it. All right, everybody, we're going to be back next week. I have no idea what we're going to be working on, but we will be back next week. I do want to let everybody know that, well, first of all, we're not going to be here on Thanksgiving. But the Thursday after Thanksgiving, we have a brand new collection release. So mark your calendars for that. It's December 4th, and we're going to have a whole release party on that Thursday. It's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to want to make sure you check out all of our social media, our blog, our videos, and everything to see what our design team is doing. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it's a really cool collection. And it's not a holiday collection. It's not a seasonal collection, right? We're I wouldn't say we're done with that or past that, but this is one that it's a collection it's super fun, and it's for any time you want to use it. So, oh, Cynthia says, I'm not sorry. It was wonderful learning. Well, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We'll see you back here next week, same time, same place.